Well, hello, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Casual Koonsykraft series. Guys, we're already at episode 5. Can you believe it? Guys, this has been a fantastic journey so far up to this point, and I've learned a lot about myself and my patience and my ability to time manage, and I'm letting you guys know I've lost a lot of sleep playing this game. I think, as we all have, but trying to get this video here recorded for episode 5, it took over 20 hours of gameplay, and we were falling behind just a little bit. So you'll see that I have some clips from my stream. Yeah, that's okay though, guys. Um, I think it still has a good flow to it, so we'll keep going with that. Before we get into the episode 4 recap, we're just kind of clearing out some space here for our future trading haul. Hoping to get all of those discounts with a 16 block square around where zombie villagers could potentially be killed from our zombie spawner XP farm. So yeah, guys, before we get into what we're doing today, let's go ahead and go over episode 4 goals. Sorry for the stutter there. During episode 4, we caught our second zombie villager. We did have 2, but 1 disappeared after leaving the game and then coming back in. Anyway, doesn't matter. We got our second one. We then braved the Nether and went on the search for a fortified fortress, Nether fortress, so to speak. And we got our Nether wart and our blaze rods for brewing potions. Yes, and I know I called the Nether fortress the wrong thing. Please forgive me. It's been a long day. Goal number 3 that we accomplished in episode 4 was we cured our zombie villagers. Yes, we did. We were able to brave the Nether, come back with the ingredients that we needed for a splash potion of weakness. We had our golden apples, and boom, we had 2 villagers. Goal number 4, which we accomplished in episode 4, was breed the villagers. As you can see here, we have some more villagers that we've turned into librarians. Yep. And that was goal number 5, get some librarians. And we did get some trades to re-roll that we really liked. And we traded one time to lock in those trades. So we're doing pretty good. We did pretty good in episode 4, and I think episode 5 does really well too. This was a lot of work, like I said, 20 hours of recording, especially I think because I have stone tools right now. But we do fix that. Basically, there's a lot of diamonds just hanging out on the floor, on the ceiling, on the walls, in places that I've mined before. And we do go back. I wanted to get enough iron for an anvil so that I could put a Fortune 3 enchantment on my diamond pickaxe that I have before we went and started picking up all those diamonds. So guys, for episode 5, today our goals are move our breeding villagers. So these 2 villagers that we've been throwing food at so they make more baby villagers, we're going to move them about 150 blocks away. Now I'm doing 150 blocks away, even though I've heard that 100 blocks is fine. I just want to be safe. And yeah, as you can see, there's some diamonds down there as well. But anyway, yeah, we're going to move those guys 150 blocks away, and then we're going to breed a crap ton more villagers. That's goal number 2, breed more villagers. Goal number 3 is to tidy this little area up. Yeah, we're going to map out and carve out our 16 by 16 box, so that all the villagers in this 16 by 16 box will get the trades, or the discounted trades from any zombie villagers that are killed. And then we get our iron farm set up. So it was a very successful episode, you guys. A lot of time went into this. Like I said, there was so much work to do, especially with getting the iron farm set up and villagers into it, etc., etc. It took over 20 hours, guys. I know I'm repeating myself, but I really want to emphasize how much time goes into this series. And I work full time, and I have a wife. I have 2 dogs. I'm about to be a father. I have a lot of things going on. So yeah, guys, um, with that being said, I'm going to mention a product here that has helped me a lot in this series. I am quote unquote partnered with them, and that is Dubby. Dubby Energy is a very good focus drink, you guys. I don't get any crash or any jitters with this, and I do have some followers and some friends that drink this and have used my code before, and they agree. This stuff is perfect. It got me through a lot of late nights. I currently have about 6 containers of this stuff. It's amazing. Again, if you use code Koonsy, Koonsy, at checkout, you will get 10% off of your order. And it just helped me out a lot, you guys. I'm a big fan of Monster, but W comes in clutch when it comes in the focus. No crashes, no jitters, just straight get the work done. And it really reduces the amount of time taken to get the task and get the checklist done that I have for this series. So yeah, guys, what we're doing here, we are just mapping out our little box where we're gonna have our villager breeder, so to speak. We need a little 1x1 spot where our villagers are gonna stand, and then we need a little spot for the baby. I almost said zombie. For the baby villager to fall down into. So we kind of go through that process here, and then again 150 blocks away. And it was kind of boring, but we'll get to that in a second. I try to leave myself enough time to get everything into what I want to say. I believe in episode 3 or 4 I got cut off, and I just felt like it had a bad transition there at the end. So hopefully with these 32 minutes that we have for today's episode, yes, it was a long one. I'm working with stone pickaxes here at deep slate level. I'm working with 32 rails. It's another big reason why we need some iron, guys. We need a lot more rails so that we can start moving more villagers more frequently, or more efficiently, excuse me. So yeah, guys, we sit here and we play around with this. We take these beds to, move the breeder area, and yeah, it was a process, especially with only 32 rails here. I don't have any powered rails or activator rails, nothing, just 32 normal rails. And it was a process, guys. It was a long process, but it was fun. And it got us closer to where we want to be in this world, the casual Koonsykraft series. I literally only put this clip in here because, guys, I'm telling you, if you're trying to get what you need to help your Minecraft world, work for you better, it is a pain. I obviously did not have enough materials to make this very efficient, but I think once we get everything set up, we'll be a lot more efficient, right? We've already went over our goals today. We got all of those accomplished, and yeah. I also, guys, I died 5 times. While recording this episode, I died 5 times. If you want to see those are all towards the end instead of interrupting this process, which now doesn't seem like a bad idea. But hey, you know what? We're still learning. Guys, we're still learning the editing process. So if you have any tips, tricks up your sleeves, please let me know. I could really use them. Video editing isn't necessarily my strong suit. I'm trying to learn the software that I'm using right now to help me just be better, if that makes sense. I want to make really good YouTube videos. It's not an issue of whether or not I want to become famous doing this. That'd be great, but if I don't, I completely understand. That's a hard task to do. Anyhow, I want to make good content, whether it's for the 50 people that watch, or potentially 100,000 people that watch, or potentially just 10. I don't know. So I'm going in here as humble pie can be, and saying, help me help you, help me give you a better product. So yeah, guys, we are, and my buddy Mike did not know that you could do this. You can squeeze these villagers into a 1x1 hole and then just give them food to breed them. He thought there had to be more to that, and I said, oh no, sorry man, if you didn't know, I could have told you. But anyway, yeah, so if you guys didn't know, this is how you can do it. It can be frustrating, especially because I didn't have an activator rail, and sometimes this guy just didn't want to cooperate, So yeah, let's laugh with me. Let's laugh with me as this goes along. Um, yep. Go ahead. Don't hit him. And remember, when we'll get to it, right here you can see this little spot underneath the two villagers, right, is where all your babies should end up. Now, sometimes they won't walk off the block, and you'll get a third, sometimes maybe even a fourth villager stuck in here with them because they grow up. I try to get rid of that with a trap door and a piston behind or at the feet of the villagers. I don't know if it works, guys. I don't know. It's just something I do. I've never seen it work. I've seen it work a couple times, but I've come back and sometimes there's adult villagers stuck in the 1x1 spot. Just kill one. It doesn't really matter, right? But this water here that you can see, that'll push all of the villagers to a single spot. And we'll go from there in explaining that. But first, we're going to map out an area to place our beds for the villagers. Yeah, that's what makes this thing work, you guys, is the beds. So we're going to be placing 10 beds down, and technically that means 8 more villagers can accompany this space, right? So eight more villagers can come here and link up to the beds. So the 2 villagers that we have should link up to the first 2 beds that we put down, and then the other 8 are all for the taking. So yep, here we go, you guys. It's not too exciting, but I just wanted to show this process again in case you're working with villagers. Guys, I don't know how many people here have worked with villagers, but we're going to leave a spot open here just so we can get in here and throw them carrots and potatoes and potentially bread if we need it. Yeah, see, here we go. That water is placed that way to push them all to this corner. Eventually, I take that lever and I make it a button. I just put a button on the side of the dispenser. And you can put the dispensers there to push out mine carts to pick up and move the villager itself. So here we go. We are moving these little dudes. The librarians that we have already, we are moving them into a more permanent stall, so to speak. And we'll come back down here later after this. At the end of all of the, I guess for episode 5, all of the deaths that we get, we do show some in-stream redemptions. So we'll go over those. I guess I can mention them now. One of my friends redeemed that I named one of the villagers with a name tag. I love Matt Painter, which we all know isn't necessarily true. But he thought it was hilarious, so I let him have his moment. And then another one of my streamer followers, Turtle, we'll just call him Turtle. He redeemed that I name my axe. I do get a diamond axe here soon. That I named my diamond axe Cat Killer because I was killing a bunch of cats at the iron farm with it. So we do have some redemptions at the end, at the very, very, very end of the episode. And yeah, you guys, you can see, I didn't show it, but I believe now I am about to make a new pickaxe and put Fortune on it. Fortune 3. We got enough iron. We found a lush cave. And yeah, guys, we went and we tore it up. We went and, well, we didn't really tear it up. We just got the iron out of it. And I believe we get enough for an anvil. You need 31 iron. So for an anvil, you need 3 iron blocks plus 4 iron ingots. So 9 iron ingots equals 1 iron block. Multiply that by 3. 9 times 3 is 27. Plus the 4 ingots that you will need. So yeah, guys, what we're doing right now is we are trading for some books. I do not show it, but we get fully stacked out with diamond armor. We get 2 diamond pickaxes, 1 with Fortune 3, 1 with Silk Touch. We get a sword. We get a shovel with silk touch on it. We get a diamond axe. We get all kinds of stuff, guys. We pretty much fully kit ourselves out, and we go from there. So here shortly, I believe, yes. So we moved. If you look at the coordinates here, negative, no, sorry, not negative, but we are at, you know, Z450 something, Z452 here, and then you can see the X moving. Yeah, we move about another 160 blocks away to start an iron farm. And what I didn't take into account, you guys, they always tell you to build your iron farms at surface level or above. And that's because you don't know where things are going to be able to spawn in these mountains or caves or down at negative Y54. And that was a very dumb decision by me, which I end up correcting. But yeah, that's going to be a weird transition, and I'll explain what I did and why. The lush cave that we found on our way over here, and I'm not sure if we're going to see it. But yeah, guys, like I said, this was a long process. 32 rails. 32 rails all the way over here to get this iron farm set up. Guys, I will not be sharing a link, I don't think, to the iron farm. Just in case, go ahead and check the descriptions. If I can find it again, I will. But I took that design and I tried to bulk it up, right? The video calls for 20 fletching tables, 20 beds, and basically you're only setting up half of that. Half of this is set up for villagers and beds and all that good stuff. So I wanted to do 80. I wanted 80 fletching tables, 80 beds, and I want a bunch of iron golems. So that's why this kind of looks the way it does. And it does look better. This is me at stream where I decided I'm going to move these guys up. We're going to move these guys up above the surface because I wasn't getting any iron golems. I was getting a bunch of cats, but no iron golems. And I'm taking down some coordinates here. Yeah, we got a lot of Fletchers. And I don't know why you use Fletchers. I'm not going to act like I know. I thought I knew. But they like to sleep in beds too. But I think Fletchers don't need sleep to re-roll their trades or to work. So I think technically they're always working, which means iron golems can always spawn in. I have to look at that, and I apologize, you guys, that I don't have that off the top of my head. So what I'm doing here, you saw us in the back corner. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, fishy. But what I might do, guys, because I need a lot of villagers, in the future, I might build a fish farm in episode 6. I do know that Prowl just released a video on a nice little, yeah, Prowl 8413 just released a nice little fish farm / bone meal farm video on YouTube. So I might look that up and I might link that in the next video because I think that's what we're gonna have to do, and I don't know if I can build that below us or not, but we'll see. We'll see. That's for future Koonsykraft to figure out. So as you can see here, we're streaming. I hope you guys like the overlays, and if you would like, you can see all of my other socials, the links to my other socials in the Discord. Or sorry, not in the Discord, in the description. Discord's not there, so if you want Discord, you're gonna have to come over to Twitch at least once, and because I keep telling Discord to not change my invite link, and it just changes my invite link every 7 days. It changes it, so I want it to never expire, and it just expires. So I apologize for not being able to have Discord in here. Now, guys, this is a long process. This little section right here is about 14 minutes exactly of what took place during the iron farm construction. But that 14 minutes, which is really 28 minutes in real life, because all this is double timed, right? yeah, this probably took. I'm gonna easily say, this process alone for the iron farm probably took 12 to 14 hours. I'm gonna ballpark it 12 to 14 hours. It was a lot of time, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm just glad that I don't think I'll need to move anything here soon. So yeah, we're gonna keep going with this. I tried to get some of the ores out that I could find while I was in here. I know it's very dark, and I'm sorry. Um, but yeah, I'm just showing you how I stopped water. But I do die a lot in this process, you guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just thinking about it, man, it was brutal. It was rough, but that's okay. So right now, I'm just trying to. I've established up top. I took out all the deaths. We'll show all the deaths later. But I was digging down to a spot where I have a bubble vader set up. I think during this process I died 3 times. Yes, I think during the bubble elevator setup I died 3 times, falling and drowning, and it's kind of embarrassing, but it is what it is, right? So anyway, guys, we're trying to get these dudes over to the bubble vader. As you can see, I got caught up in something, just talking during the stream. Those dudes didn't want to move, so I didn't really know what to do with these guys because they were kind of being pains in my butt. Um, but moving villagers is never very easy. I don't know if that makes sense. You can't put them on leads. You can't. I mean, you can put them in boats and try it that way, but even then, that's a long process. But I just wanted to show my technique for getting them into this bubble vader. We have some open gates there, to let them go up to the platform that we have. And like I said, guys, the iron farm I came up with isn't the most efficient. But you'll see a little surprise there. We got a little. I'll leave the surprise for the end when we get there, but we have it more than just an iron farm, and that helps out a lot. Um, helps accomplish a lot of things at one time, instead of just standing somewhere to see how well that works, right? So we have our bubble vader here. This guy doesn't really seem to want to go. I'm not really sure what his problem is. That one wasn't that one wasn't opened enough, and that was my fault. Um, Probably could have been easier. So up he goes, and we only have a few more here. Not sure what his problem is. I don't know why, guys. Yeah, water works weird in Bedrock. I don't know why I decided to waste all of your time with this, but I think the episode title says enough, right? Villagers need I say more. And here we go. Yeah, this thing was not working for whatever reason. I don't know what it was. Um, but eventually we get all of these villagers out of here. And we do have some funny stuff. We do have some funny clips at the end. And I hope you guys stick around for the very end of this. It turns out okay. As you'll see in my Minecraft adventures, I never build. I rarely ever build or decorate anything. Um, I'll build the farm and then I won't decorate around it. So I'm trying to get better at that, and I think soon we're gonna have an episode where we just, hey, look at that one. That one worked really well. I don't understand why that one worked so well, and then I kind of just jacked it up. Yeah, get up there. Go, go, go. Man, guys, I'm telling you, it was tough messing with these dudes. And then you get them all up there, and you think it's gonna be a lot easier, and then you're trying to build around them. So I can't see where my transitions are, guys, and I apologize for that. Um, but yeah, once we get up there, I'll know I'll know if we're done or not. But we had to breed a boatload more villagers up there, and we had to make a lot more beds. We had to shear a lot more sheep, cut down a lot more trees. We had to mine all of this out, guys. It was a lot of work, and had to get all this glass out of here, so I had it. Take all these fletching tables up with me. But yeah, guys, this was a rough episode. It was a very rough episode. And I tried to do my best. The worst part about this was I felt like there was so much footage to put in here, and I just didn't know how to do it. And I'm asking you guys for tips, tricks, thoughts, ideas, and a little bit of patience because I'm still learning my video editing software, right? I'm still trying to figure that out. Um, I don't know if I got a bad one, if I paid for one that was cheap and just kind of not good. But I'm trying to figure it out, guys. I'm really, really putting in the time to learn it. And I'm starting to not like some of the animations I'm putting in, like my death counter and all that stuff. But yeah, so here we are. We're done, right? We got it. Well, we're not done. I don't think we have 80 villagers stuck in here. I don't. But it looks good. And if you look over my character's right shoulder, there towards the left side of the screen, we do have a cat, and we named him Tommy, for like Tomcat or whatever. And I don't know if the buttons help on the glass or not. I've noticed for shulker farms, the buttons on glass helps a ton. But you have to put buttons on all sides of the glass, and that's kind of a pain in the butt for shulker farms. Shulker farms, another day in the distant future. But anywho, this thing, like I said, is working. We have a little bit of a farm here with carrots. It's just a small little farm. I use my Fortune 3 pickaxe on it to get more carrots. We take the poppies from the iron farm and we try to make some bone meal as we go along. It's not efficient enough for bone meal. Ooh, he wanted to be gone. He wanted out. But we do need 80 villagers, you guys, and I need to get rid of all the nitwits. They cannot be nitwits. They can't be farmers. I think at one point one of these guys linked to the composter that I'm using for the bone meal farm, so to speak, and I had to kill him. But that's okay. And as you can see, there's 80 beds down there. Well, there's 40 on this side, 40 on the other side. The middle is left open, and it's covered with buttons and a torch. So nothing should be spawning down there, not even cats. And I'm just lighting up this area. I noticed once I lit this area up, the rates of the zombie, or the rates of the iron golem seem to have improved. So that was cool. I don't know why all these guys are, like, nobody's in the middle. That's really strange to me. So I have this little contraption here. I can throw them food through those gates. They can't go through the gates. And then I have a little fish, or AFK fish farm here. I just moved it, guys. That's all I did. All I did was move it. Yeah, and this is probably from standing here for about an hour working on this. And as you can see, we had about 6 or 7 stacks there. 7.5 stacks, I believe it was. Maybe 6.5. But yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. We got some bone meal coming through. Somebody linked to my bed. That's not cool. But yeah, I'm not ashamed with how this turned out. Pretty happy with it. So we only got about a couple more minutes here, about 3.5 minutes here. And I just want to say thank you guys. Please, if you want my socials, look down in the description. Would love to see you guys over on Twitch on Mondays and Wednesdays when I'm streaming. Those are always fun. I have a lot of redemptions and such for Minecraft and for my world, for this world specifically as well. Yeah. So if you want to get in the Discord, go ahead, stop over on Twitch one time and just join our Discord. And here's our deaths here, man. This is pretty funny. I was trying to be too smooth. I should have gone after the creeper there, but that's all right. So that's death number 1 of the day, and I'll have to do.
Eat so we don't
I'll have to look up just how many deaths I have. So let's go ahead and let's listen into this audio here. I think it's funny if you guys didn't hear before that I said, let's go ahead and eat before we inevitably fall and we don't die. And then we ended up dying. But here, I forget that I don't have Respiration 3 on anything yet. We still need to re-roll some villagers, that's for sure. We don't have any armor enchants that we really, really need and want. So there's number 3, I believe. I thought I was crouched. I thought I was crouched. Okay. And I think this one... Man, guys, I'm telling you, this was building the Bubble Vader. This is all during the Bubble Vader for the Iron Farm. Moving the villagers in the Iron Farm. So here we go. And guys, while we're at this, and we got a little bit of time here, this Iron Golem is indestructible. He's still living at the bottom of the ocean. I ended up pushing him in later. But guys, what do you think of Sea of Subscribers compared to the Subscriber Sea? And I'm thinking of just having a big box in the middle of the ocean made out of glass, and every villager that we put there will be named after the YouTube subscriber, and then the YouTube subscriber will also have a sign / plaque poster on the glass wall itself. So yeah, here we go. This is embarrassing. I'm telling you, this Iron Golem is still alive at the bottom of the ocean, and I'm just trying to get out of there so none of my stuff burns up. And yeah, we didn't lose anything, so to speak, so that's all right. Yep, and here you go. He's getting nudged in. He's still there to this day. So he did not face the perils of the smelter, so to speak. But here we go, naming our beloved villager, our best villager. I love Matte Painter. That's our best villager, you guys. But as we get out of here, guys, I wanted to thank you for stopping by. Thank you for your support. Leave a like, leave a subscribe, and tell me what you think. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you hate. And I can't wait to hear back from you guys. So until next time, peace.